We've got to get to grips with is trust. Everything has to be based on trust. Businesses have to be based on trust. Your relationships must be based on trust. Society, it's a glue that holds a society together. This is the house where I live, and you notice the keys in the front door. And when I go out, I leave the key there, because I know we live in a community, a little village, where everybody trusts everybody else. So I want to tell you the story about Gordon Shippey. Yeah, Gordon lived in north of England, in a part of the town which had drug trafficking, crime, burnt out cars. Children couldn't play outside. It wasn't safe. He came here, he saw the key in the door. He saw that when he walked around the village, people greeted each other by name. And he was so upset that night and said, why do I have to live this way? My wife and I live in this way in fear with petty crime. What he did was something simple. He went back home, he walked down the street, knocked on every door and said, my name's Gordon, I'm your neighbour. Somebody else joined him, they went down. People started to talk. They started to say, you know, why should we live this way? So they formed a little association, and that association totally transformed that part of town. You know, there are organisations that really want to help, and the problem is that sometimes they tend to be over rigid. They're not flexible enough. And the thing is, how do you change an organisation? You know, Confucius said, you know, if the emperor has three things, he has arms, he has food, and he has trust. The first he gives away his arms, the second he gives away his food, but the last he keeps his trust. Trust must be kept to the last. So we need a trusting society, and I think we have one, but we don't always realise it. And this village here is based very much on trust. Everybody trusts everybody else, and that's the way to be.